that's a kind of choice you exercise. But if you're there, even there's no point in being there on half a dozen social media angles, right? But wherever you are, as somebody said about him, have a profile which is reflective of you. Otherwise, it can do you more damage than good. Yeah.
Okay, next, Divyani ma'am. He's less active on LinkedIn but very active on YouTube, and she's a high grader.
What does she post on YouTube?
YouTube, she has two channels, and they are restrictive in kind. One is spiritual based and other is based on teaching.
So her own content she puts right on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
So her interest is spirituality and teaching.
So there's a digital creator already here. Alright, next.
Next, Ruchi ma'am. She has 0 post and 106 profile views, so people are searching about her, and she is more focused on real life than on social media because.
Okay, we can stop there. We can stop. Anybody left? No, but you have covered all 4 now.
Yeah, because she is not maintaining the profile, but she.
That's okay. That's a deliberate choice she has made that I'm not a social media person.
But she's.
There are people who do that.
Time conscious.
Alright. Okay.
Time conscious.
First of all, thank you so much, sir, for expressing my views about in very less time. So I would like to start with Dr. Kapil sir. I can see he's very consistent in his work area. And next, Dr. Deepesh sir. His area of interest, I can see he's very eager to learning something new in each and every day. And next is Vishal sir. I can see he is very, he has expertise in his domain. And now next is Ruchi ma'am. She is very courteous and good in nature, because I have a lot of good experience with.
No, here no personal experiences, only the social media experiences.
So I can.
So here you have heard a bit, otherwise your other 3 were very distinct and one-liners.
So
That's what we
I can say
wanted.
one word, he's friendly in nature.
Okay, alright, sit down.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, sir, and good morning, everybody. First, I would like to speak about Kamal Nath, sir. One word that I would give for him is a consistent person.
Consistent. Next person, move to the next.
Second one is Dr. Nitesh. He's an epicure. And yes, one thing more what I noticed from his profile was that he has all his posts related to what he has, on what he's working.
Alright, work-related post.
Yeah, work-related post.
Talk to the which
Vishal
platform?
sir, a good researcher in various disciplines.
Interdisciplinary researcher. Alright.
And Divyani ma'am, she's simple and sober, and all her posts are spiritual posts. So I'll agree with someone said she's a good preacher.
Round of applause. She was very consistent, very sharp and crisp with her words.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Quick.
Good morning, sir, and good morning, everyone. And first I talk about.
No good morning. We're wasting time with good morning.
Okay.
How many times you'll do good morning?
So first of all, for Akhilesh, sir.
Now, first of all, is also redundant.
Okay.
Name the person and unique stuff.
She is selectively social.
Selectively social. Next,
And
move to the next.
Next, Divya. She likes to visit hill stations and.
That's it. Next.
Yeah.
Which is not
And-
very distinctive,
so,
right?
Okay. Mansi is very introvert.
Introvert.
And,
Oh.
yeah. And Sachin believes in.
The 3 people in the group who come across as introvert people, right? One on this table, one on that table, and one here.
Okay. And Sachin is.
And if it is a consistent finding of other people also on the table, we have no business to ignore that, right? But one person can tell you something out of vested interest, but the feedback mechanism, loop mechanism is something like that, right? If there are many people giving you a similar feedback, I have no bloody business to ignore that, right? Okay.
And about Sachin, he believes in old school of thoughts and is.
Old school of thought, alright, okay, alright. Next.
So, sir, about Jolly ma'am, ये इंस्टाग्राम पे 4-4 साल से यूज कर रही हूँ बट
नहीं, what is it distinctive? 4 साल से use करें. Why are you telling this? You know, if as teachers you can't follow instructions properly, I'm saddened by this feedback, right? वो कितने साल से ये मैंने आपको बोला था कितने साल से बोल रही हैं? What is name and something very distinctive?
she is not very expressive in
That next, move to the next person. You know.
So about Divya, she is मतलब इनके इंस्टाग्राम से और व्हाट्सएप से देख के लगता है कि अबाउट टेक केयर प्रोडक्ट्स में ज़्यादा इंगेज हैं
किस products में?
स्किन केयर
Skin care, all right. Okay.
and she loves traveling also and about Akhilesh sir selectively social media is मतलब although he have lots of accounts but only selectively use like only WhatsApp something
Okay.
and about he's very foodie and only updated on WhatsApp.
All right. Next.
First of all, I want to talk about Jolly ma'am. She cares for her daughter so much because she has a single post about her, which is the cake of her daughter.
All right.
And she is fond of
Next.
jewelry
Just
also.
one thing. Next. You have to pick up something most distinctive. You
And
don't
second
have
one
that
is Akhilesh Maurya sir. He has no time to use any social media because he has not updated any
So there is
profile.
nothing you can find distinctive about him.
He is a selective person and a disciplined guy.
All right. Okay. Next.
And about Miss Mansi, she's a disciplined girl and she want to collect the information but don't use social media so
All
much.
right. Next.
And another one is Divya. She's a topper of her class and she is an introvert. She likes so many posts related to different platforms.
Okay. Next.
Sir, about Divya ma'am, she is private person generally, and Mansi ma'am, this is introvert person, and about Sachin Bharadwaj, generally he is foodie persons, and one is interesting कि जनरली वो अपने एज ग्रुप के पर्सन के साथ बहुत कम जुड़ते हैं, जनरली वो अपने एज ग्रुप से बड़े वालों के साथ ज़्यादा इंटरेक्ट रहते हैं. एंड अबाउट
Now,
द
this feedback is in sync with somebody said that he's an old school person, right? So there's nothing. It's good. I mean, that kind of orientation of being the old school person is something very good. Actually, something people should value about it. You know? Or if he engages more with old people, elder to him, that also is consistent with that feedback. Next.
Next, about Jolly ma'am, did not found about any distinctive word, but
There's nothing distinctive about you. Move on to the next person. Anybody left? Anybody left?
No, sir. No.
Yeah, you start. Nothing distinctive about her.
So first for Jolly ma'am, she loves to spend time with her family.
Next.
And,
No,
Sachin
and one distinctive thing you guys were supposed to find out.
Sachin
Right?
sir, he loves to watch action movies.
Huh?
And Akhilesh sir, he's less active on Facebook and Instagram. He prefers call over text.
Okay.
And Mansi, she loves exploring cafes with her friends.
All right. Okay. Who's left? Oh, you left. Where were you? Were not here.
Good morning, sir.
You're gone out.
Sir, about Nitesh sir, he is a very good academician and very active on LinkedIn profile. And Ruchi ma'am, she is very value saving time. And Vishal sir,
Value saving time. What does it mean?
टाइम सर ये ज्यादा एक्सपेंड नहीं करती हैं किसी
अच्छा,
चीज़
she
में।
doesn't spend,
वहाँ
okay.
उसी टाइप के पोस्ट भी इनके हैं कि वैल्यू हमें टाइम पे वैल्यू ज्यादा रखना चाहिए।
All right.
And Vishal, well organized, well planner. And Divyani ma'am, she's have YouTube channels and more subscribers, 3.2 thousand subscribers.
Yeah. So how
And-
much? She must be earning more through YouTube than her salary, right? You know?
Thank you, sir.
Not yet. Okay. But you'll get there. All right. Thank you. Round of applause. You can applaud yourself, right? All right. Okay. I had to pick up somebody who gave a very distinctive, who created a very distinctive profile for other 4 people on the table, and for whose social media profile others said that you can read a lot and very well maintained. So the prize for the best performance goes to Dr. Nitesh, right, in this group. And I'm sorry to bring that. Can we organize some chocolates for to be presented to him, you know, later? All right. You can come back to your respective places. Come right in the front. Come in the front. Can you all shift this side? It will be easier. Can you all shift this side? Enough space. उधर आ जाइए सब. Come here in the front. Come here in the front. यहाँ पे खाली है. Come in the front. There's one chair left.
Sir.
ये कैमरा डाली. Can somebody, one of you come here? There's one seat vacant here. Okay, all right. All right. Why did we do this? Why did we, for some may feel it was a waste of time to spend so much on this, right? Why do you think we indulged in something like this? Any thoughts? Why did we do, yeah?
For bonding.
For bonding. Can you hear me? Is the, yeah. For bonding, what else? If you want to know the person, you're going to meet a person the first time, right? Or, I mean, peeping into his or her social media accounts, right? And some of the social media accounts are public, like even LinkedIn. You can't go beyond a point, but till certain point, you can, everybody, whether you are connected or not, you can get insights on. This is a massive source which you can use, right? So, I'll share you some of the data points with you, first of all, coming, to the main subject today, right? See, all the investments which are being made today, right? The capital investments which economic units, industries, they put and so on and so forth, right? In 2014, which is almost 12 years ago, 10% of all capital investment used to go, I'm not talking about the infrastructure and roadways and all that, I'm talking about industrial units, right? Only 10% of the investment in a capital outlay for an industry used to go into digital technologies, 12 years ago, 2014, right? 2020, can you imagine how much it would have jumped to? What percentage of total investment were in digital technologies? 35% in 2020. And you know what is the current situation? Almost 60%. 60% of all investments which are happening, are happening in digital technologies, right? Even if it's an automobile manufacturing shop floor being constructed, right? The bulk of the investments which you have are in digital technologies, right? So it's a huge. If you look at the trend, almost more than half of Fortune 500 companies. Fortune 500 companies are the world's biggest companies, right? All over the world, they're the biggest companies. Almost, and the US Fortune list has US top 500 companies, right? They're all, more than half of them will have, existence in emerging markets, which means that they may be an American company, right? But they operate their plants in different countries, and not just the developed countries, but in the emerging markets like India, like South Korea, like Vietnam, these kind of places, right? Some data points were projected, and they said almost 400 million jobs will be lost because of these digital technologies, right? The job situation is already poor. If you look at our country today, we have almost the employment rate keeps hovering between 5 to 6%. And this is the employment exchange that's registered with the government. If you add people who are underemployed, then the figure, God knows how much it will go to 20%, 30%. People who are underemployed, they're doing something which is not consistent with their background or aspirations and so on and so forth, right? So I think it's a huge thing. The resource scarcity is something that will drive the corporations all over the world, and you'll have to do more with less. That's almost like the writing on the wall. More with less meaning, spend lesser resources, both human resources, capital resources, material resources, spend less, and expect a more meaningful output in that, you know. So I think that's very, very important, right? Something, terms we use interchangeably. You know, people use the word digitalization, and digital transformation interchangeably, right? Does anybody know what is the difference between digitalization, and digital transformation? Anybody who has some idea as to what digitization, what is the difference? Many of us use these terms interchangeably as if they all mean the same, right? So, anybody would like to hazard an answer? Let me start.